Very good morning, students. Welcome to today's online class. We have seen in last lecture that what was the first law of thermodynamics. So, what was the first law of the thermodynamics? Heat imparted to the system will change the internal energy of the system plus work done on it. This was the first law of thermodynamics. Let us see one numerical problem, and the heat imparted to the thermodynamical system thermodynamical system to change in its internal energy and work done is 5.3 into 10 is the power minus 10 is the power 5 10 is the power 5 joule, and on giving heat to the system, the on giving heat to the system, the work done on the system is zero point 0.5 into 10 to the power 5 joule. So what will be the change in internal energy? Question is that what will be the change in internal energy? Internal energy of the system. So let us see. Uh, Del Q, heat supplied to the system. Del Q is given. Del Q is equal to 5.3 into 10 is the power 5 joule, and on applying heat to the system, work done on it 0.5 into 10 is the power 5, 0.5 into 10 is the power 5 joule. So what will be the change in internal energy? Del U will be from this equation. Del U will be del Q minus del W. So what will be the change in internal energy? Put it here. Del U is equal to 5.3 into 10 is the power 5 minus 0.5 into 10 is the power 5 joule. Del U is equal to here 5.3 minus 0.5 into 10 is the power 5 joule with minus 5.3 minus 0.5. Here we will get 4.8, I think, into 10 is the power 5 joule. It is in unit of joule. If we want to convert it into calorie, so divide this 4.8 into 10 is the power 5 joule upon 4.2 to convert into calorie. Why? Because 1 joule is equal to 4.2 calorie. So this is from the concept of first law of thermodynamics. Now we have seen about the specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity represented by small c. What was the specific heat capacity? Amount of heat required to change the temperature of 1 gram of substance by 1 डिग्री सेल्सियस और 1 केल्विन. किसी 1 ग्राम सब्सटेंस के टेम्परेचर को 1 डिग्री सेल्सियस और 1 केल्विन इंक्रीज करने के लिए जितना अमाउंट ऑफ हीट की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, दैट अमाउंट ऑफ हीट इज known as specific heat capacity of that substance. So C will be, if we apply amount of heat del Q per unit mass means upon m to change the temperature of substance unit degree Celsius or unit Kelvin. So this will be the specific heat capacity. C, small c is equal to del Q upon m del T. And what will be the unit? Unit will be del Q, amount of heat, joule per gram degree Celsius. If we want to degree Celsius into Kelvin, we can write it as joule per gram Kelvin. So this will be the specific heat capacity of a particular substance, and for each different substance have different specific heat capacity, depends upon the nature, molecular attraction, and different structure of the substance implies different specific heat capacity of different bodies substance. So another concept is molar specific heat capacity. Represented by capital C. Molar specific heat capacity or capital represented by capital C. What is the difference between these two? Specific heat capacity is amount of heat required to change the temperature of 1 gram. You have to remember this 1 gram of substance by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Now molar specific heat capacity, amount of heat required to increase or to change the temperature of 1 mole of substance. 1 mole of substance. You have to remember this, that for the molar specific heat capacity we have to required amount of heat required to change the temperature of 1 mole of substance, and in the specific heat capacity we have to require amount of heat to change the temperature of 1 gram of substance. Here 1 gram, here 1 mole. So substance by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. So what will be the relation? Capital C is equal to amount of heat required to change the temperature of 1 mole of substance. So here is number of mole divided by number of mole into del T. From here unit will be, what will be the unit? Joule per mole degree Celsius or joule per mole Kelvin. So these are the two different heat capacities, that is specific heat capacity, and this is molar specific heat capacity of a substance. Cp is equal to del Q upon del T, at constant pressure, for 1 mole of substance. And similarly Cv is equal to del Q upon del T at constant volume. So from first law of thermodynamics, we have seen that del Q heat supplied is equal to change in internal energy plus work done on the system. So from this relation, and for Cv, putting this value del Q in this equation, so we will get del Q upon del T at constant pressure, del U plus this will be del W plus del T at constant volume, and here constant volume, and we know that del W is equal to P del V. Work done on the system is pressure into change in volume, and here for constant volume del U will be for constant volume, del U V will be 0. So for this del W will be 0. So from this relation we get Cv is equal to del U upon del T at constant volume. So we will eliminate this subscript V, because change in internal energy does not depends upon the volume of the system, change in volume of the system. So Cv will be here equation number first, and from this relation Cp is equal to del U upon del T, we will put the equation from the first law of thermodynamics del Q to here. We will get del U upon del T at constant pressure plus del W upon del T at constant pressure. We can also eliminate this subscript from the change in internal energy, because it also does not depends upon the pressure of the system, does not depend on the volume, and also does not depend on the pressure. So Cp will be del U upon del T plus del, it can be written as P del V upon del T at constant pressure. So from this is relation number 2, and this is for relation number 1. So from this relation 1 and 2, we can find out Cp minus Cv, means subtracting equation 1 by 2. From this 2 relation we will get what we will get Cp minus Cv, 2 minus 1, Cp minus Cv. So here we will get del U upon del T minus P del V upon del T is plus minus del U upon del T. So from this relation we will get Cp minus Cv is equal to del P del V upon del T at constant pressure. This relation we have got. Now from the equation of ideal gas equation, from the relation of ideal gas equation, from ideal gas equation, here it is PV is equal to RT, because we have taken the system as a 1 mole of substance, so N will be 1, so we have not put it here value of N we does not put here. PV is equal to RT, so with change in volume with respect to change in temperature, at constant प्रेशर को कांस्टेंट रख रहे हैं और वॉल्यूम में चेंज कर रहे हैं, तो यहां पर क्या चेंज होगा, P del V is equal to R del T, because R is gas constant and we are putting here P as a constant, so P del V is equal to R del T. From this relation we will get P del V upon del T is equal to R, and from this relation and this relation, this is relation 3 and this is relation 4, from these two relation, from 3 and 4 we will get Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So this is the relation we have found. Cp minus Cv is equal to R, where Cp is the molar specific heat capacity at constant pressure, Cv is the molar specific heat at constant volume, and R is the ideal gas constant. So this is the relation Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Now our next topic is thermodynamic variables. We have already discussed about the thermodynamic variables, the variables that change with the state of the system. जब thermodynamic system के state को change करते हैं, means providing some amount of heat or doing work on it, or there is any change in internal energy, means there is change in state of the system. इसके state में change कब होते हैं, जब their thermodynamic variables will be change. इसके कुछ thermodynamic variables change होते हैं. So what is the thermodynamic variables? That thermodynamics variables क्या क्या हैं? That is pressure, that will change on changing the internal energy of the system, or doing work on it, or supplying heat on it. Another one is volume, pressure, volume, temperature. There is mass also, number of moles. All these variables are that can be changed with change of state of thermodynamic variables. जब thermodynamic variables के state को हम change करते हैं, तो there is change in this variables, कुछ variations आते हैं. So these variables are known as thermodynamic. These variables are known as thermodynamic variables. So there are two types of thermodynamic variables. Means we can divide into two types. First is extensive state variable. First, extensive state variable, and second is intensive state variable. We have distribute these variables in two different state variables, that is extensive and another is intensive. Extensive variable, that extensive variable that change in the size of the system, changes with change in size of the system. सिस्टम के साइज को अगर हम चेंज करते हैं तो उसका जो थर्मोडायनेमिक वेरिएबल है वो चेंज हो जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वॉल्यूम. इफ वी आर हैविंग दिस अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर, बॉल में कुछ अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर है, वी कैन से 100 ग्राम ऑफ वाटर. If we change the amount of water, means taking half of it, so volume will change, mass will be changed. So here extensive properties, mass will change and number of moles will be changed. So these thermodynamic state variables are known as extensive state variables of thermodynamic system. जो कि उसके साइज मतलब उसके अमाउंट को अगर हम चेंज करते हैं, so there is change in volume, there is change in mass, there is change in number of moles. Similarly, and also internal energy of the system. ये जो थर्मोडायनेमिक वेरिएबल्स होते हैं वो उसके अमाउंट को या उसके साइज को चेंज करने पे, अगर हम इसको दो अलग अलग पार्ट में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं, सो सेम इक्वल पार्ट में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे तो मास विल बी हाफ, दोनों का मास आधा आधा हो जाएगा. वॉल्यूम विल बी हाफ, इंटरनल एनर्जी विल बी हाफ. सो दिस आर द extensive state variable of the thermodynamic system. Another one is intensive state variable, and these intensive state variables are, what are the intensive state variables? Which does not change with size, size. मीन्स हम अगर किसी does not change with size, अगर हम किसी थर्मोडायनेमिक सिस्टम को उसको हाफ कर देते हैं, डिवाइडेड इनटू टू इक्वल पार्ट्स, अगर हम उसको और 4 पार्ट्स में इक्वल पार्ट्स में भी डिवाइड कर देंगे, सो देयर विल बी नो चेंज इन द thermodynamic state variables, that are pressure and temperature. These two thermodynamic state variables are known as intensive state variables that would not affect by the size of the system. सिस्टम के साइज पर डिपेंड नहीं करता है, हम उसको 5 डिफरेंट इक्वल पार्ट्स में भी डिवाइड कर देते हैं, तब भी सभी का टेम्परेचर, मान लो कि एक बड़ा सिस्टम है जिसका टेम्परेचर T1 है 30 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर. इफ वी डिवाइड इट इनटू 2 पार्ट, दिस system will also be in 30 degree Celsius and this system will also be in 30 degree Celsius. If pressure required is at 1 atm, so pressure of these two body also is at 1 atm. So this will be the intensive state variables. Now let us see equation of state. Equation of state having different thermodynamic variables P, V, T, M, small n, number of moles. These are the state variables that changes with change in state of the system. उसके स्टेट में चेंज करते हैं तो उसके जो थर्मोडायनेमिक वेरिएबल्स, ये जो वेरिएबल्स हैं वो चेंज होते हैं. बट दिस मेक सम रिलेशन बिटवीन ईच अदर. इनके बीच में कुछ रिलेशन होता है पर्टिकुलर स्टेट के लिए, एक इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट के लिए. इन थर्मोडायनेमिक वेरिएबल्स हैं उनमें कुछ रिलेशन बनता है. सो वी वेल नोन द इक्वेशन ऑफ आइडियल इक्वेशन having PV is equal to nRT. If we taking for 1 mole, so PV is equal to RT, where P is the pressure, V is volume of the system, R is gas constant, and T is temperature of the system. Here we will see that there is relation between pressure, volume and temperature with gas constant. So from this equation we can find out the state of the system by knowing only two of the these thermodynamic variables. हमारे पास जितने भी thermodynamic variables हैं इनमें से किसी दो thermodynamic variables के थ्रू ही हम उसके state of the system को find out कर सकते हैं by knowing the pressure and volume, or only knowing volume and temperature of the system, or by knowing only the pressure and temperature of the system, we can find out the other thermodynamic state of the system. So this is known as equation of the state. किसी ये आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन का स्टेट ऑफ द इक्वेशन हो गया, इक्वेशन ऑफ द स्टेट हो गया. और अगर रियल गैस की बात करते हैं, सो इट हैव आल्सो अ डिफरेंट रियल गैस इक्वेशन फॉर द स्टेट ऑफ द सिस्टम. कोई रियल गैस का जो स्टेट होता है उसके लिए एक पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन होता है. सो दिस आर द इक्वेशन नोन एज इक्वेशन ऑफ स्टेट, जो उसके पर्टिकुलर इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट को डिफाइन करता है. नाउ वी हैव सीन दैट वी कैन know the state of the system or thermodynamic state of the system by knowing only two thermodynamic variables. So here next will be PV diagram, or it is known as indicator diagram. So what is indicator diagram or PV diagram? As here mentioned, PV, it is the graph, plotted between P and V. किसी थर्मोडायनेमिक सिस्टम के प्रेशर और वॉल्यूम उनके बीच में जो रिलेशन बनता है विथ चेंज इन स्टेट ऑफ द सिस्टम, देयर इज चेंज इन प्रेशर एंड वॉल्यूम ऑफ द सिस्टम. अगर सिस्टम का स्टेट चेंज होता है किसी वन स्टेट टू अनदर स्टेट, इफ स्टेट 1 टू स्टेट 2 पर चेंज होता है, सो देयर इज वेरिएशन इन वॉल्यूम आल्सो एंड देयर इज वेरिएशन इन प्रेशर आल्सो. सो विथ चेंज इन द वॉल्यूम एंड देयर शुड बी चेंज इन प्रेशर आल्सो. प्रेशर के साथ में वॉल्यूम का किस तरीके से वेरिएशन होता है उसको हम इस PV डायग्राम से इंडिकेट करते हैं. सो इट इज द ग्राफ प्लॉटेड बिटवीन P एंड V. किसी एक सिस्टम के स्टेट में चेंज जिस तरीके से हो रहा है तो उसको हम PV डायग्राम के थ्रू इंडिकेट करते हैं. और ये This diagram is plotted as graph and taking volume in x-axis and pressure in y-axis. हम क्या करते हैं, वॉल्यूम को एक्स एक्सिस पर रखते हैं एंड प्रेशर को वॉल्यूम को एक्स एक्सिस पर एंड प्रेशर को वाई एक्सिस पर, एंड विथ फॉर एनी पर्टिकुलर स्टेट पर्टिकुलर thermodynamic system, the change of state of the system varies the volume of the system and also the pressure of the system. So with change in the state of the system, there is variation in pressure P1 V1. Let this at this particular instant of state of the system, the volume of system is P1 and V1. So this will be the coordinate of the system. Putting P in front, V1 and P1, this will be the coordinate of the system, and on changing from state 1 to state 2, V2 and P2. So state of the system changes from V1 P1 to V2 P2. So which path it flows from, from state 1 to state 2, कौन से पाथ के थ्रू ये फ्लो होके इस तरीके से स्टेट 2 में पहुंच रहा है. दिस कैन बी इंडिकेटेड बाय द ग्राफ नोन एज PV डायग्राम और इंडिकेटर डायग्राम, एंड वी कैन आल्सो फाइंड आउट different path of the system from which it goes through and come to the another state of the system, second state of the system. It can be represented like this, different path. It is the we can say this is path first, this is path 2, path 3, path 4. So these are the thermodynamical state of the system, and change in the state of the system represented by PV diagram known as indicator diagram. Now thermodynamic process. Without any thermodynamic process, the state of the thermodynamic system cannot be changed. जब किसी सिस्टम में थर्मोडायनेमिक प्रोसेस होंगे तभी उसके स्टेट में चेंज आएगा. It will change from state 1 to state 2. So what are that processes? So first we will discuss quasi-static process. Quasi-static process. This process is very slow. Process, and because due to the slow process, very slow process, because of very slow at every instant of time, इसके जो प्रेशर और टेम्परेचर होते हैं वो इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट पर होते हैं. अगर हम ये किसी सिस्टम ले रहे हैं और each part of the system, since it changes very slowly, इसके स्टेट्स में बहुत स्लोली चेंजेस आ रहे हैं. सो दिस चेंज मान लेते हैं P1 V1 से P2 V2 चेंज आ रहे हैं. तो P1 V1 से चेंज P2 V2 तक चेंज होने में इतना टाइम लग रहा है कि उस टाइम तक ये अपने सराउंडिंग के साथ में फिर से इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेट को मेंटेन कर लेते हैं. सो इट इज वेरी स्लो प्रोसेस एंड always remains in equilibrium state with surrounding, and these equilibrium states are what? Thermal equilibrium and mechanical equilibrium. मैकेनिकल इक्विलिब्रियम में मेंटेन होते हैं. So this is the quasi static process. So that's all for today's online class.